I used to be one of those people who called themselves perfectionists. I would always say that for me to start something, I want it to be a certain way. I can't start my YouTube channel because dude, my hair just fell out of my head. What the? Let's try that again. I want to start a YouTube channel, but I need to buy a camera first. I need fancy equipment. I need lighting. I need all those things, right? And 4 years later, I still didn't have those things, and it meant that I couldn't start my YouTube channel. But what if I actually started before, like when I just told myself, I'm going to start my YouTube channel and I'll figure things along the way? I would have probably had millions of subscribers by now. And this is the problem with a lot of people that I have noticed because I am guilty of it too. The funny thing about being a perfectionist is that I think most people are actually not perfectionists, but starting anything or starting something is very scary. Like it's uncharted territory. That is why there's this quote which says the change that you're running from, the change that you're looking for, is from the work that you're running from. Change is frightening. Starting something new is scary because you have to be committed. You need to be disciplined. You need to starting is uncomfortable for human beings because we love what is familiar. And so when you try to start this thing that you've never done before, it just feels like it's just, we make excuses, so to say. It's so much easier to make excuses. So I have anxiety. I'm an introvert. I have ADHD and I could possibly have autism, right? But for the past few months, I think since last year or this year, I just developed this mentality where I told myself that it's okay to be scared to start. A lot of us actually don't even acknowledge that we're scared. It is so hard to face your fears if you don't even acknowledge the fact that you're scared. You know, People don't know that the whole psychology of starting something is an entire industry on YouTube and, you know, some other industries too. What I'm trying to say right now is, I told myself that I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to make mistakes. I'm willing to, fail and realize that perhaps I shouldn't have pursued that. But what I'm not willing to do anymore is sitting around and telling myself that I'll start when things are a certain way, when I have this, when I have that, because most times than not, nobody really starts when they tell themselves that they'll start when the weather is perfect. The weather is never perfect, and that's just how life is. I started achieving more simply because of the fact that I just put myself out there, and I actually found that I'm a very good learner. I'm somebody who apparently turns out to be a leader. I have actually been given leadership positions in most of the places that I've worked, which I never expected because I thought I just didn't have it in me. Imposter syndrome is something that all of us face when we start a new career, when, we're about to start that new business or whatever. It's just okay to be scared. It's okay to find it hard to start. But what is not okay is thinking that there's ever going to be a perfect time to start. I've been doing YouTube since January now. I just opened my camera and I was like, I'm making a video. So 7 months later, 8 months later, actually, we're in August. I'm still doing that. I've been growing. I've been getting better at talking to the camera. It's not perfect, but it's working. It's worth it. And that's just how life works. Stop telling yourself that you have imposter syndrome. Everyone is an imposter. No one knows what they're doing. I started a new job at Burger King, for the holidays because it's flexible. I was scared because, there's a lot of things that you need to do. But I started, I didn't want to do it. I just wanted to sit home and just play games or waste my time. But when I went there, I found that the community is nice. The work environment is one of the best places ever, and I it turns out that I'm actually good at doing this stuff there. We have different workstations. I've worked at pretty much all of them, and I happen to be good at them. So all I'm trying to say right now is you are going to start achieving more by not wanting to do more. Just tell yourself that you're going to give it a try. You don't have to be your best. You don't have to give it your best. You just have to give it you. Just push yourself out there.